In the cosmic classroom, every planet is a teacher, each with its own unique lesson to share. Just as students learn from different subjects, we too are shaped by the wisdom of the planets above us, each one guiding us in its own way. Today, let's meet two of the most powerful and influential teachers in our solar system, Saturn and Uranus. These two giants may seem worlds apart, but together, they shape the very foundation of our growth and transformation. Saturn is the wise master, teaching us discipline, structure, and the value of steady effort. Imagine a mentor who guides you patiently, showing you how to build your dreams step by step, never skipping the important details. Saturn's lessons are about boundaries, responsibility, and building a life brick by brick. It's the force that helps us set limits, create order, and develop the resilience needed to weather life's storms. Uranus, in contrast, is the cosmic revolutionary, sparking sudden change, innovation, and the urge for freedom. Where Saturn asks us to follow the rules, Uranus encourages us to break them, to think outside the box, and to embrace the unexpected. Uranus wants us to break old patterns, question everything, and step boldly into the unknown. It's the energy that inspires revolutions, breakthroughs, and the courage to be different, even when it feels risky. At first, Saturn and Uranus seem like opposites. One builds walls, the other tears them down. Saturn creates the structures that keep us safe, while Uranus challenges us to break free from anything that holds us back. But their true magic is in partnership. Saturn provides the container, Uranus the spark. Together they show us how to innovate within boundaries, to create lasting change that doesn't fall apart. Without Saturn, Uranus's energy scatters and loses focus. Without Uranus, Saturn's structures become rigid, lifeless, and even imprisoning. We need both to thrive. Together, they help us grow, teaching us to balance stability with liberation, to honor tradition while daring to invent the future. To live fully, we must learn from both Saturn and Uranus, embracing the wisdom of structure and the thrill of discovery, so we can build lives that are both strong and free. Imagine building a house. You start with a dream, a vision of something unique, something that's never existed before. Maybe it's a home with walls of glass, or a roof shaped like a wave. This spark of imagination is what sets everything in motion. The vision, the wild, never-before-seen design, is Uranus. It's the force that pushes boundaries, that dares to ask, what if? Uranus is the energy of innovation, rebellion, and originality. But without Saturn's blueprint and foundation, that vision collapses. No matter how brilliant the idea, it needs structure to stand. Without a plan, even the most exciting dreams can fall apart before they begin. Saturn is the architect, insisting on plans, patience, and groundwork. Saturn brings order, discipline, and the wisdom to build step by step. It's the steady hand that turns inspiration into reality. True creation needs both, the Uranian spark and Saturnian discipline. Innovation alone is a flash in the pan. Discipline alone is routine. Together they create something lasting and meaningful. Think of a musician. Uranus is the love of music, the thrill of discovery, the urge to play something new. Saturn is the hours of practice, the scales, the repetition that builds mastery. Genius needs skill. Inspiration needs structure. The greatest artists, inventors, and thinkers blend wild creativity with steady effort. It's this balance that leads to true brilliance. Saturn builds the vessel. Uranus fills it with light. The form and the energy, the container and the spark, both are essential. When we honor both, we become powerful creators. We can dream boldly and also bring those dreams to life, step by step. Dream big, Uranus, but use Saturn's discipline to make it real. Set your sights high, but build your path with care and intention. It's not about choosing one, it's about their dance. The interplay between freedom and form, chaos and order, is where magic happens. Saturn is the riverbank, Uranus the current. The river needs both to flow powerfully and purposefully, carving new paths without losing its way. Together, they create lasting, impactful change. The world's greatest achievements are born from this partnership. Embrace both energies to bring your boldest visions to life. Let your imagination soar, but give it roots so it can grow strong. That's the secret to sustainable innovation, the courage to dream and the discipline to build. When structure meets innovation, anything is possible. Many of us resist Saturn's energy, seeing it as restrictive. We crave Uranian freedom, thinking structure holds us back. But Saturn's gift is the foundation. True freedom is built on stability, not chaos. Without structure, freedom becomes instability. Financial freedom, for example, comes from Saturnian habits. Budgeting, saving, making wise choices. That's what allows you to take risks and pursue passions. Discipline creates liberation. The same applies to health, relationships, and creativity. Every commitment is a brick in your foundation. Saturn isn't punishing you, it's preparing you for freedom. Show up, build your base, and you'll be ready for Uranian breakthroughs. Structure is what lets you leap safely into the unknown. Once Saturn's foundation is set, Uranus brings the lightning bolt of change. Uranus disrupts not for chaos, but to free us from what no longer fits. It's the force that shakes us awake, urging us to live authentically. Sudden changes, job loss, breakups, revelations, are Uranus at work. It breaks down walls we've outgrown, not to destroy, but to liberate. The key is to embrace change, not resist it. Ask, what am I being freed from? What new path is opening? Uranus invites us to reinvent ourselves, to pioneer new ways of being. Let the disruption guide you to your truest self. In human design, Saturn and Uranus are not just distant planets. They're archetypes that shape the generator's journey through life. Their energies weave together, creating a cosmic dance that mirrors our own cycles of growth, challenge, and transformation. Generators are designed to wait to respond, embodying Saturn's steady patience. This waiting isn't passive, it's a powerful, intentional pause that allows for clarity and alignment. Through this Saturnian patience, generators build the foundation for true mastery, learning to trust the timing of their own process. The journey often begins with a surge of Uranian excitement, a spark of inspiration or a new opportunity. But soon, progress slows, and you find yourself on a plateau, where growth seems to stall and momentum fades. Frustration creeps in, tempting you to give up or change direction. Yet, this plateau is Saturn's test. Will you persist, or will you abandon your path? It's here that many falter, not realizing that the plateau is a necessary part of the process. If you choose to stay, to keep showing up and refining your craft, a Uranian breakthrough eventually arrives. Suddenly, you leap forward in skill, understanding, and satisfaction, often in ways you couldn't have predicted. This stair-step process repeats throughout life. Periods of discipline and steady effort, followed by moments of sudden growth and transformation. Each cycle builds on the last, deepening your mastery. Saturn's structure and discipline lay the groundwork for deep, lasting mastery, while Uranus brings those quantum leaps that propel you to new heights. You can't have the leap without the plateau. The waiting, the frustration, and the perseverance are all essential ingredients in the recipe for growth. Frustration, when harnessed, becomes fuel for growth. It's a sign that you're on the edge of a breakthrough, not a signal to quit. Stick with the process. Commitment and perseverance are what earn you true freedom and fulfillment in your work and life. The generator's journey is a perfect metaphor for Saturn and Uranus working together. Structure and innovation, discipline and breakthrough, hand in hand. Endure the plateau, trust the process, and the breakthrough will come, often when you least expect it, but always when you're ready. This is how you build lasting satisfaction and true innovation. By embracing both the discipline of Saturn and the inspiration of Uranus, you unlock your greatest potential. I once resisted structure, believing routine killed creativity. I chased inspiration in chaotic bursts, but ended up with unfinished work and frustration. My Uranian ideas lacked Saturnian discipline. The turning point came with a big deadline. I had to try a new way. I committed to a strict writing routine, showing up every morning, inspired or not. At first, it was hard, my mind rebelled, and the work felt pointless. But I kept going, honoring my commitment. This was my Saturnian test-building discipline through discomfort. I didn't realize it then, but I was laying the foundation for a creative breakthrough. Structure became my ally, not my enemy. Sometimes, the routine is what unlocks your genius. After weeks of disciplined writing, something shifted. The resistance faded, routine became habit. My creativity flowed more steadily, not just in bursts. Then, one day, inspiration struck like lightning, Uranus unleashed. I wrote for hours, more productive than ever before. The structure I'd resisted had unlocked my freedom. Saturn's discipline created a container for Uranian inspiration. True creative freedom isn't waiting for a muse. It's building a temple where inspiration knows to find you. The routine became a sacred ritual. Saturn's challenges build our capacity for greatness. Frustration signals a coming breakthrough. Stay the course, the leap is near. Discipline is the gateway to creative liberation. Growth is a dance. Saturn builds, Uranus liberates. Saturn teaches mastery, patience, and responsibility. These lessons are the groundwork for true freedom. Once we've mastered the rules, Uranus asks us to break them creatively. Think of a jazz musician. Years of Saturnian practice, then Uranian improvisation. Their freedom is earned, not random. This is our path too. Embrace Saturn's training ground. When Uranus arrives, you'll be ready to innovate. Frustration means you're building power. You're earning your freedom, preparing for the breakthrough. Saturn's lessons make you strong enough to ride Uranus's lightning. Mastery comes from honoring both. The Saturn-Uranus dance leads to self-knowledge. Saturn's challenges reveal our resilience and integrity. Uranus's breakthroughs awaken our unique genius. Together, they strip away conditioning, revealing our authentic self. True freedom isn't chaos. It's the courage to be yourself. With Saturn's foundation, you're unafraid to stand out. With Uranus's spark, you express your truth boldly. Embrace both teachers, Saturn's structure and Uranus's innovation. They build your strength and awaken your genius. Dance with discipline and freedom, and you'll earn the greatest gift, living as your true self. That's the ultimate liberation.